Namaste. This is my advice to the son I have not had. But if I had a son, this would be the advice I would give him. To the son I have not had, you will start off life as a boy. You will have nothing handed to you. Life will not be easy. You will need to work hard for everything that you achieve and attain in this life. Men are at their best when they are providers and protectors and leaders. Learn to understand this world that we live in. Seek out experiences and situations. Allow yourself to fail at many things because you will fail more often than not. It is these failures that will teach you the most in life. And as you try new things in this life, you will eventually succeed at some things. You'll find wonderful and joyful and positive experiences in these successes that come after many failures. That is a life of perseverance. And as a man, you have a strong physical form. And if you combine that with a strong mental mind, you'll be able to achieve many great things in this life and have a rewarding life experience. As a man, you have a strong body. Keep your body strong and healthy. Find an exercise that is meaningful to you. Yoga is something I do and that I highly recommend. But find what works for you and do it regularly. Have a strong physical form, and that will allow you to live your life from boy to man and to older man in your later years. And you'll be able to live life that way and not experience too fast of a degrading of your body as you get older. And this will further be benefited by you taking care of yourself when you are young. When you are young, you do not think about the difficulties that may arise when you're older because it is so far away. But now that I am 46 and starting to experience older age, I understand that it's important to take care of your body. And this is one of the parts of being a man, is that strong and powerful physical form that you can create and cultivate. And combining it with a strong and powerful mind that you create through your diligence and your exercise and your meditation and doing a practice like yoga or something meaningful to you. If you can combine a powerful physical body and a powerful mind, you will be a force to be reckoned with in the world, which simply means you're going to be a rare man. As a man, you have to start from level 0, having nothing handed to you, and level up your character in the game of life. And you level up your character by doing quests, just like you would in a game. There are quests to improve your physical body that I've been talking about. There are quests to improve your mind. It's like improving a stat score in Dungeons and Dragons, your strength, intellect, wisdom, constitution, dexterity, charisma. You can increase these stats for your character in this life, and you must do so if you want to have a rewarding life. As a man, it is important that you understand that it will be more difficult for you in dating and relationships. If you go on a dating app as a man, you won't get nearly as many matches or messages. If you go out into social events, it will be more difficult for you to find someone and get a date with them. And that is just one of the differences between men and women. And accept this and don't be upset about it. My advice to you would be to embrace it, that as a man, that area of life is more difficult. And the way you navigate that is to become a rare man that is sought after. But do it for you and for you alone first, not because you're trying to get something for it. Do it because it'll make life much more rewarding and open up opportunities for you to make the most of your one and only life. As a man, combine the powerful body and mind that you will cultivate and create through exercise and meditation, and combine it with having an empathetic side to you. Most men in this world do not know how to communicate well and show empathy for others. It is a skill that primarily women are better at, and mothers. But if you can combine being a powerful and strong man with being a powerful leader and firm, but also having an empathetic side that seeks to understand and help others, you'll be a well-rounded and even more rare man in this world. My advice to you, the son that I have not had, is to build a strong and firm foundation for a financial future. Currency, money, whatever you want to call it, is important in the world still. Without it, you'll find yourself having difficulties that you would not otherwise have. I had an appendix removed in 2019 where I had to go to the emergency room, and had I not had a good job at a corporation with insurance, the bill would have been overwhelming. Had I not had access to a car and the ability to go to the hospital, I would have died. And so it's important as a man that you build a strong financial house, that through either a job at a well-rounded, established corporation or some company that has a strong and bright future, or your own entrepreneurial endeavor, whatever the method is that you choose to do, it's important that you build a strong financial house so you have the resources to navigate the storms of life that are inevitably going to come. It's important that you have an emergency fund, which is a set of money for emergencies. I've used this many times for my health and this year for plumbing and other issues I'm having in this condo here. And it's taken many thousands and thousands of dollars this year for that. But it's been manageable because I have the emergency fund. And I'll need to build up that fund after this year to the point it's ready for whenever the next storm comes. My advice to you, the son I've not had, is that storms will come in life in a variety of shapes and sizes. Physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, all of it will come and test you. You will be tested in life, and you'll be expected to be strong and stoic through it all. My advice to you, the son I've not had, is that it is important for you to be strong and stoic to be able to weather any storm that comes to you. And I would add to this that it's also important for you to feel your emotions. But you must do this in your own private sanctuary alone. Allow yourself to cry and feel. Allow yourself to be frustrated and angry. Do it in private where no one else can see it. And lastly, another addendum to that is when you find someone you trust, when you find people you trust, you can allow yourself to feel your emotions and to be vulnerable among those people. But vet those people that you allow yourself to truly feel and express your emotions to. I've done that here on this YouTube channel, and I have a small clan of people here that I trust, that I allow myself to show my emotions and vulnerable thoughts to. My small clan of people that I trust here. And I do it because it's something I do for myself as well. I believe it's important to express yourself authentically as a man and to not let your emotions boil up. Men commit suicide in a much greater quantity than women do. Men die in far greater numbers by suicide. And I believe a part of this is because men do not express themselves. They do not seek out help like women do. Women are much better at forming communities and expressing themselves and their emotions. And this is something men can learn from. So combine yourself of being a strong, powerful man, a stoic mountain of strength. Combine that with a soft, empathetic side that can express itself, and only express yourself around those people you truly trust. And when you're in a storm in life and you have a problem to solve, put on your stoic hat. And when the storm's over, you can allow yourself to put on your emotionally expressive hat. As a man, maintain your childlike enthusiasm for life, your playfulness, your lightheartedness. Many people in life struggle with anxiety, depression, and difficulties. And if you can maintain a childlike enthusiasm for life, you'll find that people will be drawn to you and they will want to be around you. And your light and joy and energy will have a positive effect on people. As you go out in life, learn to understand the women of this world. Learn to recognize the 10% club of women, women who accept and desire vulnerability and feelings from a man, women who don't need to be excited all the time and who do not need to have their emotions constantly stimulated. Find the set of women that truly appreciates and values an authentic and vulnerable man. And you will find your relationships and dating much more rewarding in this life if you associate with that type of woman, a very kind, compassionate, loving, understanding woman who communicates, who only shares herself and her intimacy very, very rarely, and is very careful about that. As a man, make sure you do the same, that you vet the women you date very carefully, and that you share yourself only with worthy women that treat you, and their worthiness is defined by how they treat you and how they communicate with you and the type of woman they are. As a man, you get to level up your character in life. You have all these gifts, and it's up to you to create it and be it. You'll find that in the dating and relationships game portion of life, that it's much more difficult for you. You'll have to work harder at it. And that's okay. That's how it's supposed to be. It is a microcosm of the sperm and the egg. Many sperm are trying to get to the egg, but only one or very few get to it. And it is an analogy for life. Many men are going after women, or a certain kind of woman. Any woman that you want, you have to understand that there's many men that want her besides you. And it is a evolutionary competition of sorts to see if you are the sperm that gets that woman. And the way to have a greater chance of doing that is to cultivate your physical body, have a strong mind, have a career or an entrepreneurial endeavor that you are working on, and to have a strong financial house, to be a well-rounded individual, to be a strong and stoic and powerful mountain, at the same time able to communicate and have empathy and understanding, and be a childlike being of joy, light, and love. If you do this, you'll find that you'll have a much greater chance at attracting the kind of woman you want. To the son I've never had, I've had many experiences over the years in that dating and relationships, in that realm of life. And it is through those experiences that I discovered the 10% Club of Women. And as I said, you'll have a much more rewarding dating and relationship life if you seek women who are in that 10% club. You'll know it because they communicate well. They appreciate your vulnerability. If you cry in front of them, they will love you more for it, and be the kind of man that they can respect and love. This is my advice to you, the son I've never had, to seek to understand others and this life. You get this one life. Do with it the very best that you can. It is a privilege to be alive. When you look at the odds of being born and all the sperm that are going for the egg, it's a miracle that you exist in the world today. So this is my advice to you, the son I've never had, at 46 years of age. This is Jeremy Noel Johnson, and I'm still learning. I'm still a child and have a lot to learn in this life. Namaste. I'll see you in the next video.